Hey there my friends, it's Rage Gamer here. Today I've got another Advanced Warfare video. We're going to be looking at the most overpowered secondary weapon in my opinion, how it is really useful and really effective, and really not enough people are taking advantage of it. So I wanted to do that video today because I'm sure that would be helpful to some of you. So if you find it useful or whatever, then like, it'd be super awesome. If you haven't checked out yesterday's video, I did a video on my channel talking about 1,000 subscribers, and just thank you guys for that. I read through a lot of people's comments, actually featured them on screen, and talk about things like that, so and things for the future. So that was really awesome. If you want to go and check it out, your comment could be featured if you haven't seen it already, so make sure you go and check that out. So yeah, anyway, thanks guys. Today, like I said, overpowered weapons. So the secondary weapon which I find like the most overpowered is, I would definitely say it's one of the launchers, and in my opinion it's the Stinger M7. So the reason why I find this so kind of overpowered is that all you have to do is attach it as your secondary, and you've got like 2 shots, and those 2 shots can be used towards killing people. You can get double, triple kills, whatever. If you're like, let's just say you're on momentum and you've got your Stinger. If you pull it out, it has to lock on, but it's a quick lock on. It's not like one of those bloody MW2 javelin things or any of that nonsense. It's really quick. It has to beep, I think, 4 times, and then it shoots or something like that. But it's really useful because if you've got, like, say, a big flag on momentum and everyone in the team's packed onto that, if you're at the back of the map and you're shooting this thing, you are going to get a ton of kills. Like, we're talking, if not triple, quadruple, and then it might go to multi-kills and all that thing. I could definitely think that this weapon is capable of achieving multiple kills, like, lots of times. So definitely I would say this is a useful weapon. Now, bear in mind that it's only 2 shots, and you can't pick up more ammo for it. So even if you have Scavenger on, I tried that, you can't get more ammo for it. The other drawback is that if people have, I think it's cold-blooded, then that will, I think it's the perk cold-blooded that affects it, and it basically means that it won't kind of lock on. So because it's lock-on required, if the person's got cold-blooded, you're not going to be able to spot them, and so you won't be able to use it on them. But it is still a really useful weapon. Now, where would I say, is the best place to use it? I would definitely say the further back you are, the better, like the more advantage you have with this weapon. If you're up close, you are not going to be able to get killed. So I went on private match. That's the gameplay you're saying now, and the reason why it's on private match is because I've just prestiged, and so I wanted to get this video out today, and I just, instead of going through all the levels to actually get the right kind of perks and equipment and stuff, so I can actually kind of show you how effective it is, I thought I'd just go in private match because already you've got all the stuff unlocked. So I'm sorry about that, I'm not cheating or anything. I changed the difficulty to what would be reflected in the real multiplayer, so it's quite similar. But yeah, so although I was using the AK, I was actually focusing on the Stinger M7, and I'm sure you guys will agree with me, it's quite an effective weapon. So the drawbacks of it are that, if you're up close, it's not going to be good because you've got a lock on. If someone's using cold-blooded, you can't use it, and you can only do 2 shots. But the awesome thing is, it's not just people you can take down. It can take down people, stingers, not stingers, god, like Goliaths and that kind of thing. Pretty much all the score streaks, including some of the helis and whatever. So it's really useful. Like helicopters, pretty much. I think every score streak can be taken down by the Stinger. So it's really useful. And the good thing as well is that because it's like a lock-on thing, like 85 to 90% of the time when you shoot, you're going to get the kill, as long as it's locked onto the person, because as soon as it locks on and then you fire it, it like follows the person. So even if they're boost jumping, pretty much all of the time, unless it's a really like sharp turn, you're going to get the kill. It's really awesome. So even if they're boost jumping trying to get out of the way, it will curve up towards them and kill them. It's so useful. And I discovered it when I was with my friend, and we were just messing around, and we equipped it because, whatever, but we just equipped it and it was really good. So I mean, generally the kind of, like I say, the back of the map, or like the further back you are, the better it is. So basically, as you saw like on Green Band, no, sorry, not on Green Band, maps like Green Band are really useful for it. So I mean, like, if there's a little campy spot you want to try, I'm not suggesting that, but yeah, you kind of get the gist. The further back, the better it is with the weapon. So if you're like, I don't know, at the back of the map trying to defend a flag, pull out this thing and you can easily get, as long as you can see them, it can see it too. So it's really useful, and it takes all the score streaks down. So that's pretty much it. It's such a useful weapon. I really love it. I mean, it's a bit slow at reloading. It does take a little while to kind of switch between weapons, but it is really useful. And yeah, like, it actually has 4 rockets in each shot, so it has 8 kind of rockets, or missiles, whatever you want to call it, and it shoots 4 at a time in one shot. So like, it can kill multiple people. It's really effective. Now, in terms of actually increasing its effectiveness, I would go for 3 different perks. These are just my suggestions. If you don't have all the points of this, then do not worry, my friend. But just it's gonna increase its damage and stuff. So the first one we're going to be going for, it's not like a full best class setup, but it's just something to kind of increase its effectiveness. So I would say Danger Close, because it increases the explosive damage. Really useful if you've got this big stinger and you get a hit marker with it. It's going to really annoy you because you've used up one of your 2 bullets to get a hit marker. But if you use Danger Close, it's going to do more damage. It can spread further and it's going to do more damage. So it's going to kill more people and it's going to be very useful. So yeah. Now the second perk I would use is Flat Jacket. Now this is only if you've got like a spare space in perk 1 or whatever, because sometimes I find it locks on and it goes a bit wonky, just occasionally, very occasionally. But what will happen is it will like explode. It will like the rockets will go towards the ground or against the wall, and you guys can see where I'm going with this. It will just explode back in your face and kill you. So although it will kill the enemy too, it can kill you as well, so that's annoying. But Flat Jacket will kind of decrease the amount of damage you take from explosives, not just from your stinger, but from anything else as well. So if you want to do that, then that's just going to make sure you are sometimes a little bit more immune to your own explosive damage. And the third perk I would use is Fast Hands, and the reason is because you can switch weapons faster. So I'm assuming you're going to be using a primary weapon as well, so you can just switch them faster if you need to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you found it useful. I've been Rage Gamer. I'll see you guys on my next video.